Hi guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Strength Reversed. Thank you for joining me. I know I haven't been here in a while, but I've missed you and I've been thinking of you, so I hope that counts. I haven't even really had a lot of time to watch videos or be on Instagram, so I feel completely out of the loop, but I have been super focused on school. The beginning of the year is always a busy time where I get my download and I have to put in a lot of work at the beginning to make life easier as the year goes on. And of course, this year has been especially wrought with emotion and stress because I'm scared to go to work every day and scared to send my son to school. But we've been doing okay. I teach in-person students and I also teach a mixture where some are in person and some are on Zoom. Zoom is very nice, but I have never been more sick of a computer application than I am with talking on Zoom. I could do without it. I really, really could. So that has been a lot. I have used my YouTube skills and I made a YouTube channel for my classroom. It's just a bunch of unlisted videos, which are how to use Zoom or how to use Canvas or, how to not get on my nerves, basically. So I've had an okay year so far. My students seem really great. I haven't had the parent issues that other people have. But this year, parents have lost their damn minds, and if you are a parent, be nice to your kid's teacher, otherwise you're an asshole. So that's what I have to say about that. Anyway, talking about the solar plexus chakra could not have come at a more necessary time because I feel like I'm really needing some personal power right now. So I'm drinking some lemon and honey. And lemon is really good for this chakra. And also I have some citrine, which I did use for my sacral chakra also. It's just a good stone. So the solar plexus chakra is also called Manipura, and the color is yellow. Traditionally, it's a 10-petaled lotus, and it has a red triangle in the middle. It is ruled by the sun, and it is also associated with Aries. If you are into mantras, the mantra for this chakra is Ram, which I remember because Aries is the ram. A little mnemonic device for you. So I did pull out the Emperor card because the Emperor is associated with the solar plexus. And I pulled out the Emperor from the Light Seers. This was a no-brainer for me. This guy is confident, he's good at business, and this chakra is about power and willpower, your personal power, saying yes, owning it. It's about transformation and manifestation. It's about leadership the I think just about being out there and putting yourself out there is what I think. So the area where this chakra can be pictured is in your solar plexus, which is that bundle of nerves between your belly button and the bottom of your sternum, right here where you don't want to get punched because you'll get the wind knocked out of you. So your stomach is there and your diaphragm is there. And this is the part of you that you cover when you feel weak or you feel threatened. And it's also the part of yourself that you show off when you feel confident or you're feeling really good. So this is that whole area. It does also rule the digestion. And, I really think that your emotions and spirit and your physical being are all connected. Now, I haven't really talked about how the chakras are associated with physical aspects of yourself and with your body, but it's kind of like astrology. I believe in it, but only to a certain point. I don't think that if you get a cold, it's because you're blocked in a certain chakra. But I do have a story that goes with the solar plexus chakra. Before I had my son, I was going through a lot of stress in there was a member of the family, my ex-husband's family, who just was very toxic and caused a lot of stress, and I didn't want to be around this person, but I kind of couldn't get out of that. And it made me physically feel like physically recoil at the thought of having to be around that person. And a lot of the vitriol was kind of focused on me, and this person would take turns focusing their bullshit on different people. And it physically, I could feel it. And I kept saying things like, this is gross. It's disgusting. I can't stomach this. And eventually what happened was I felt for months, this went on for months and got progressively worse. I would feel very nauseous 24/7, and I couldn't eat anything, and I had a lot of tests done, and it turned out that I had gastroparesis, which actually means paralyzed stomach. So basically, I can't stomach this was actually true. I wasn't stomaching things. So I do feel like that was associated with that chakra, because in that situation, what it made me feel was completely powerless. I did not feel like I could be myself. I felt very guarded. I felt very threatened in that situation. And I just remember that feeling, and it was pretty yucky. I do think that was associated with this chakra, and that unbeknownst to me, I've done a lot of healing in that area, not necessarily associating it with the solar plexus chakra, but still. This is about fire, this chakra. It's a more masculine energy. So the previous chakra, the sacral chakra, was feminine energy, and the root chakra is masculine. So we're back to masculine again. And I pulled out the wands out of my Robin Wood deck. I was just called to this deck. And of course, the Emperor from Light Seers. And I pulled out a few more cards that I felt spoke about this area, this energetic area. One was the sun. This to me is saying yes. This is will and power and putting yourself out there. One was strength, which I've had quite a relationship with this week. Vivi, if you're listening, you know why. And this also can be about willpower or your personal power. And personal power in a way that is not about controlling people, but being in charge of every part of yourself, even the parts that are untamed, taming the beast. And also I felt called to pull out the Judgment card, specifically in the Robin Wood deck. Because to me, this is a power pose. This is one of those poses for confidence. They tell you to do a confidence pose before you give a speech or something. Probably you should be wearing clothes, but I don't know what kind of speech you're giving. Depends. And I thought this was also about manifesting something or transformation, because Judgment is about, it's one of the major change cards, but it's change that you have consciously made, because this isn't your first rodeo. You have gone around the block several times, and now you know better, and you're making a decision. So this is exercising your personal power. And so I always pick one card, and I just picked out of this limited deck. What does my solar plexus chakra look like when it's balanced? What might it look like if it's blocked? And what might it look like when it's kind of hyperactive? And for balanced, I pulled the Two of Wands. Now in this deck, the Two of Wands I think is interesting because it's not a very fiery looking card. To me, it has, you know, it has a lot of blues in it, and so it's a little more controlled. And you know, the Two of Wands I have a mixed feelings about, because there's always this feeling like this person wants more, but I think this person has come a long way. They're holding the world in the palm of their hands. They have the power to make a decision, or to choose their path, or to lead. And I think I'm inching closer to this place, at least right now. And I'm feeling like at school that needs to be my role, because a whole lot of people are losing their minds. People are quitting. Teachers are quitting. And I feel like, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I kind of need to be a leader through that. When my chakra is more stuck, surprisingly, I pulled this card. And I think I have a tendency to rest on my laurels. So instead of saying yes and putting myself out there, it's almost like getting stuck in the plans, getting stuck in the having to do more. I have to do more self-work. I have to do more meditating on this. I have to, almost like looking for these distractions. So I'm, it's like when I reach this point, then I'll be ready, instead of taking a chance. I have to laugh because the card I pulled for when this chakra's kind of spinning out of control is the fire penis card, which is what we call it in my tarot meetup. Which to me is a whole lot of energy, but a whole lot of energy in its potential form. So it's not being applied, or maybe it's just being drained, or it's not focused anywhere. We need to focus this thing on something productive, but not reproductive, please. Okay. So I would be interested to know if you guys have had any solar plexus chakra experiences, because right now I feel like I'm in this precarious time where I'm feeling the fear, but I'm having to do it anyway. And I don't really have a choice. So I'm trying not to lose it, trying to keep things in perspective, but I did a meditation and some yoga, some solar plexus yoga. I really like Journey Junkie's chakra yoga series, and it's been helpful. It's really been helpful, just kind of honoring that part of me. Okay. Well, I'm hoping I get to watch some videos, and I'm glad I got to make one video. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but I do have some an exciting video coming up sometime, because I have a brand new book to review, and I really want to share it with you because it is hardcore tarot. All right. Thanks, guys. I really miss you, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments.